Canada has decided to follow in the footsteps of the United States to claim that foreign intervention in elections is a problem that Canada is now going to face. They criticize Facebook, Google, and Twitter for not doing enough to stop this so-called foreign interference. On Monday, Canada's Communications Signals Establishment, an organization dedicated to protecting the country's communication networks and electronic information, published a report claiming that there is a high threat of foreign government influencing elections scheduled for this October. Democratic Institutions Minister Christina Gold did speak to the media regarding the new CSE report. She said digital platforms are going to have to accept that they're going to have to abide by domestic legislation from country to country around the world. The CSE report said it is very likely that Canadian voters will encounter foreign cyber interference ahead of and during the 2019 general election, attacks that aim to sow doubt among voters, causing them to question the legitimacy of the election. While in this report Russia is not specifically mentioned as a perpetrator, it seems very likely that this is the direction the government is going to go in, given that this is patterned completely off of the United States and the false claim that Russia interfered in their national elections. Now, this does come at an interesting time as the Trudeau government is facing an election near the end of the year, yet his government is embroiled in a great deal of controversy, particularly many misdealings by people inside his government, and he himself possibly having interfered in an investigation. So it's very interesting that this happens, and I would not be surprised if we ended up seeing a very Democrat-style Russia interfered in the elections when the Conservatives won. I would not put this past the Canadian government to do, neither the Liberal, Democrat, or even NDP party for that matter. I don't put this kind of dirty politics as something that's beyond the reach of any of them. But it seems like, given the current situation, and I may be wrong, but it looks like Canada's going to do that kind of thing. And now that much of the population is starting to look more favorably upon the Conservative government run by the Conservative Party run by Andrew Scheer, who has some very frightening ideas for what it is that he wants to do to Canada. Very Donald Trump-esque style reforms, but with a very old-style conservative veneer to them. So it's very interesting that Canada has decided to go in this direction, and I hope that this would be different than the United States in that possibly they would show some actual evidence of this happening. As we saw with many of the testimonies by those who ran the tech giants, there really wasn't any evidence that Russia had interfered at all, and I've made previous videos on them. You can go and check those. But it is very disturbing to me that as it looks like my own government, the Liberal government of Canada, is going to start going down that kind of democratic trail. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.